Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin here with your navigations from the Woo Woo Wizard for the week ahead. This is going to be the week of the 23rd of February through the 1st of March, which is the ninth week of the year. So I've done my notes, I've typed them up yesterday. There's quite a lot of movement going on this week because we're preparing for the new moon in Pisces, which comes late Thursday into early Friday morning. We're being challenged by the movement of the stars, the moons, and the planets to look at things in a brighter way, to find the shiny side of the penny instead of the dull side. Start to believe in our dreams and our hopes and our wishes. With the new moon kind of having a clash with the expansive planet of Jupiter, it's very, very close to Saturn. So the emphasis is going to be on optimism and looking at or being aware of the effects that optimism brings. Like, for example, when you've looked at things in a brighter way, how do you feel? What transpires after you do that? As opposed to looking at things in a pessimistic way when I thought I was going to sneeze. A pessimistic way where, it's the Debbie Downers. This week we're being urged to dream, but put more colour, more dimension, more emphasis in what you dream of, what you want, what you're thinking about, what you are focusing on. Believe that there's a possibility that if you go into those dimensions of feeling it, seeing it, tasting it, believing it, that it's possible for it to come true. This week we're being, let's see, what else? It would be better to look at the Jupiter transit more of a bit of a bump than big old clash. This is a good week to find the good in your challenging relationships. That means if you've had a spat with somebody, a bit of a difficulty with somebody, this is a good week to settle those things within your own heart. Take responsibility for perhaps what you may or may not have contributed. And if you didn't, don't go down that road. If you're finding that your optimistic view of things keeps getting met by a pessimistic view from others, the others, they've got their work to do and you don't need to be their teacher. Let's see. With Venus retrograde happening at the end of the week, lasting until the middle of April, there's a good chance you could find yourself making up with someone that you perhaps fell out with, had a bit of a difficulty with, had a bit of a challenge with. What I want to say about this real quick before we move on, every person on the globe is being affected by the global consciousness in general. That, for me, means who am I aligning with? Who am I focusing on? And I'm not saying at all that we're meant to jump into any one particular place, situation, thing, story. It means whoever we are aligning ourselves with will be a pivotal part of what happens next. It's energy, and energy attracts energy. So this week, focus on where is your energy, where is your focus, who are you aligning with, who are you spreading your love, your joy, your peace, your harmony, your kumbaya with, and who is bringing it back into you. Who are the ones you're looking right in the eyeballs and saying, thank you, I am so grateful for you. Who are you writing the little notes to? Who then call you and say, I got your lovely little note and it lit me up. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see what else. It's an ideal time to journal. Like I started one. Well, I always start one anyway. I've got my gratitude journal, which I do every day. And then I started one based on Esther Hicks. It is the book of positive aspects, um, you are capable of amazing things, and I believe I am. And in it, I will say things like, what have I got? Let's see. I like that I am consistently reminded of the power of God's opulence. I like knowing and feeling that all I want is always provided for me. I like being in the mode of constant creation. Money, good health, harmony, love, creature comforts are in constant supply, and how wonderfully unlimited they are. These are the book of positive aspects. Keep that energy going. These are part of the dreams that are coming back to us. What else? Don't worry too much about what other people might say or might think about the changes you're making. Because when we grow and expand, when we look to things in a positive way, but somebody else might be looking at things in, the sky is falling, turkey lurkey. Let's see. They will be doing the exact same thing if they're smart. So by that, I mean, if you're making these bold statements, bold dreams, bold plans, and you're doing this expansion, which you should be doing, you may be assuming that other people are going to be reactive to it, and they might be. What the point of this is to say, they've got their own stuff going on, they've got their own expansion happening, and you may be met by somebody who says, how are you so chirpy? How are you so cheerful? How do you have this, this is happening over here, this is happening over here, and I heard this, and I heard that, and I heard so and so. The tendency for us who are on the woo-woo channel or part of soul circles is to keep that lightness going. And you could simply make a general statement in response. I really don't know how to respond to it, but what I am doing is trying to find a better way to think and feel about things. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to do. It isn't about getting into a debate on whether somebody should be feeling and thinking the same as you. Chances are you'll turn a corner and here's this group of people over here that's inviting you into their conversation. All right, let us go to the cards and pick each day as we go. All right, so for this part of our weekly update or navigation, I use the messages, our Guardian Angel Messages Tarot by Radley Valentine. Let me move that candle over here because I'm terrified my sleeve is going to catch fire. So on Sunday, we've got the Queen of Water. Now, the Queen of Water to me is a person who's like that lovely grandmother type energy and very psychic. You might be in a melancholy mood. You might be in a mood to get out your tarot books, your tarot cards, even throw some cards down. It is a number 7 day. So it's about being focused and not worrying, about knowing that you're on the right path and your priorities are in the right order. That is what the Queen of Water is signifying. The moon is moving through the sign of Capricorn, and Mercury is harmonious, aligning itself with Mars. So today could be a good day to get to work on some plans for the future. Good ideas align with Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and put the wheels in motion and get clear with any energy that's not aligned to your greatest good. Get clear with the energies, meaning dump them, get rid of them. Let's move on to Monday, the 24th. We have the 3 of Water. This is a number 8 numerology day, so it is about being successful. Mars goes stationary direct today under the Capricorn moon, so it's been retrograde since November. So keep focusing on goals you want to achieve this year and avoid negative distractions, doubts, fears. Avoid them at all costs. Moving on to Tuesday, and we have the 8 of Fire, or guns blazing. Speed, activity, multitasking. And so this is about making declarations, because that is the angel numerology number 9 day. Mercury, the planet of the mind, is meeting with the dreary planet of Saturn under an Aquarian moon. So you might be tempted to feel melancholy. Watch your negative thoughts today. If you start feeling the blues, have a little chat with yourself and get yourself together. The 8 of fire is saying you may be tempted to multitask. You might be trying to go into too many different directions, which is going to spoil the crop. Move forward, 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 forward. Moving on to Wednesday. We are the 26th of Wednesday. It's a 10 day or a 1 day, depending on whether or not you are a 10 person or a 1 person. They both mean the same. I've explained in previous videos that the ace and the 10 kind of have the same kind of resonance. Some people would argue that an ace happens to be a number 11. I don't know. Ace is 1 to me, or it can be 10. Anyway, here we go. Divine ambitions. May you be blessed with joyful wishes come true. Now, our Hermit card is an introspective card. What's interesting about this is that we're coming up on the tail end of the waning moon. So introspective, self-discovery, mentorship comes with the Hermit card. So it is time to process and release any emotions that you have not laid to rest and make peace with them. That includes long and lingering issues with other people. It all needs to be taken care of because, as I said, we're at the deep end of the waning moon, which is in Aquarius. It is not going to be a good start if you're tripping over the debris from hurt feelings and bad relationships. Sometimes you have to take the high road, and the Hermit is saying maybe you've got to be a leader in this whole thing. Moving on to Thursday, and we are at the 27th. This is a number 2. It's about being diplomatic, keeping the faith, being gentle with yourself, and more importantly, supportive to others. So if you're the kind of person who thinks that they've got their act together, watch your ego. Number 15. Illusion, dependency, materialism. You might be tempted to say, bye-bye, Felicia. Well, you need to be careful with how you are conducting yourself on Thursday, the day of the dark moon, which is in Pisces. It's time to make the wishes and align our thoughts with more soulful living, which is why the ego wants to keep us back behind the line, wants to keep us in the safety of the spoils, and doesn't necessarily want us looking out the window of, I'm going to plan this, I'm going to go there, I'm going to do whatever. I'm hoping I'm making sense. This is not a day for you to be stubborn. It's necessary to have a fresh perspective and get clear about your new moon intentions. Get your crystals out, dust them off, clean them up. Moving on to Friday. Friday's number 3 day. It's a time to be reflective, a good day to be artistic, a good day to be creative, and it's not an accident that the new moon has traveled into Pisces and happens to be on a 3 day of gentle guidance. Get out the moon card from your favorite tarot deck and work with the Hermit too. Here's your Hermit from Wednesday. Let's see what else we can say about Thursday's energy, or Friday's energy rather. It's a day to go to work on your spiritual practice. It's a day to create or continue spiritual rituals. So get out your crystal grids. Make your intentions clear and be very direct about them. Renewal, which is our number 20, is also known as judgment. Judgment in traditional tarot. It's about reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. This is so pivotal because it pops up on a brand new moon in the sign of Pisces, which is really moving us all forward. So why in the world you got your foot stuck in the mud of the past when everybody else is racing for the finish line, and they've got what they need. They've got their tickets, they've got their golden tickets, they've got their ambitions all ready to go. Looking at you, well, what are you doing? Come on, let's go. I've got time. I've got to keep going. Moving on to Saturday, the 1st of March, a number 4 day. Faith, not to worry, work on the bigger picture, and we have the beautiful King of Water. The King of Water is talking about being compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. Today's energy, or Saturday's energy, is akin to it is akin to the approach of a traffic circle where all the roads are coming together and everyone's trying to forge a clear path forward. There's been very little in the skies for the past month, but now the coasting is quickly coming to an end and we enter the month of busyness. March is set up to be a very busy month, and our moon is entering the sign of fiery Aries. Have faith. The angels are looking out for you as this boundless energy is swirling. The King of Water might be Daddy, I need help, I need understanding, I feel like the wheels are falling off my wagon. They're not. You're perfectly okay. Keep the faith going. Sometimes, for me, when we've been held back, stuck behind the line, wanting to push forward, when the winter months are like, oh God, will this ever be over? Then the gates open and woof, here we go. That's how it feels toward the middle to the end of this coming week. Emotions are going to be all over the place. They're already kind of doing this. And folks, it's a beautiful day to make the beautiful plans for the beautiful souls such as you. And with that, I'm going to close this down. Thank you for liking, subscribing, watching, and commenting. You make a difference. You truly, truly make a difference. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.